Hi, Peter Charles here for Hooked Life Fly Fishing, and today we're going to tie the honey blonde. Now this series of flies was made popular by Joe Brooks, and it comes in a variety of series like the Platinum Blonde, the Argentinian Blonde, and a few others. It's very simple. It's a rugged type of pattern, and it's designed to present a broad profile to a striped bass or a bluefish or any other marauding saltwater species you're likely to catch off the beach. It's simple to tie, but and it's not elegant. Okay, this is not an artsy fly. It's kind of ugly, but it works. And we're going to tie it with a view to making it tough. Not pretty, tough. So let's get started and have a look at our material. Our hook is a typical saltwater hook. This one's a 3/0. You could use a 2, 3, 4. Any good size hook will do. Our thread is a uni thread 3/0 in black. You want to work with a 3/0 thread. You want something heavy duty. Now our body is going to be covered with uni mylar gold silver, and this is the large size, the number 10. Our tail is white bucktail, and our wing is yellow bucktail. And this is one case where you can be really generous with the bucktail. You don't have to get fussy with it at all. Okay, let's get started. Leave yourself some room in front of the eye because we need room to put that yellow in. Now when you're doing your white bucktail, get a good generous clump. This is so different from when I normally tie flies with bucktail. In this case you can really be greedy with it and just get a big whole hunk of it. Now the thing is, do not get too close to the eye of the hook. Make sure it's well back. Because we're going to need room to put in that yellow. Okay, pinch loop, pull up, and we're going to work our way back down the hook shank, covering up this white. Now we try and make that body as smooth as possible, because when we put on our mylar, if the body's too lumpy, that mylar is going to be sliding and slipping all over the place. Now take a nice long strand of mylar off. Be generous with it. Now as always with gold and silver mylar, always tie it in opposite to how you're going to use it. So in this case gold side up because we're doing a silver body. Okay, I'm just going to temporarily put hackle pliers on here to give it some weight, because I'm going to put some CA glue on here. And the purpose of the CA glue is to keep the mylar from just coming apart on the first fish. Because when you wind mylar back down hook shank and then wind it forward again, there's nothing holding it in place. One good whack and it's all falling apart. So you either have to run some thread in there or you run some glue in there. Okay, now try to get these in touching turns. It's going to be difficult because you're going over an uneven surface. Now the glue is going to go through the wraps, and that's fine because the next layer we put on is going to be grabbing that glue, and it helps to adhere both layers. See how it's slipping off of that? That's one of the problems. You do your best. When you're trying to put something that's flat over a curved surface, you're going to have problems like this. But it really doesn't matter, because once we've covered this up with the wing, with that yellow wing, you won't see it. Now I put a big clump of white on there because I had a lot of wraps holding it in. But when we put the yellow in, we don't have a lot of wraps to hold it in place. So I'm not going to take a great big clump. I'm going to do 2 smaller clumps. So we wrap in one and then we wrap in the second one. And when you put the yellow in, don't put it right to the end of the white. Give it a little bit of room. Try not to get your fingers into the glue. Make sure it's on there straight. And again, we're not being bashful with this. We're going to wind this on. There we go. Now the second clump of yellow. And we don't care if it's spiky and sticking out. Normally I wouldn't like that, but on this particular fly it's a good thing. So that spiky look, we don't mind that. Okay, let's finish this up. Okay, now we're going to put on some UV head cement. As before, don't put it on too thick, it makes it difficult. And if you want to shove some in that mylar right there, go right ahead. You got a gap in the mylar, fill it up. It's about being rugged. It's not about being pretty. That hair is quite spiky, that's fine. Lots of movement when it goes through the water. And now some top coat to harden it up, maintain the gloss. There we go, the Joe Brooks Honey Blonde. And don't forget there's others in the series as well. It's a great bait fish pattern. It presents a large profile. You can dress it up too. I mean, this is the basic way that Joe Brooks tied it, but you can certainly dress it up with more material if you want. You could put eyes on it, you could put flash, do a number of things with the basic pattern. But it's a simple, rugged pattern. It's not meant to be pretty. It's meant to catch fish and survive the experience. So, give it a try and catch some fish with it. Cheers.